Welcome to Astro Venture, the DSLR astrophotography channel.
Hey there, Astroventures, welcome back. If you're new to this astrophotography channel, my name is George, and this is the astrophotography channel for DSLR and mirrorless camera bodies, combined with the lenses we already own in a simple star tracker like the Skyguider Pro or the Star Adventurer. Today, in this video, much like the title said, I went out to capture the Bodes Galaxy and I failed miserably, but not for the reasons you might suspect. On that particular night, I had decided to go out and I set up to use my ASI Air. Now, no disrespect to ASI Air, I know it is sitting upside down. The reason being is the power switch is on this side, and unfortunately it just doesn't sit on that switch well. So I intended to use the ASI Air Pro connected to my camera to locate the Bodes Galaxy. I knew that I was contending with a bit of lighting issue, and that's where the ASI Air plate solving would really help to dial that in. Normally, I shoot with my Astro modified D600, and I have all of the accompanying equipment. Now, occasionally I will change out to different cameras, and I pretty much have my gear all set, and I keep it, packaged up and ready to go. But because Bodes is a smaller galaxy, and using my Tamron 150 to 600 millimeter, I decided to set up that night using my D7100. So basically I pulled my D600 out of my kit, threw in the D7100, and went on my merry way to go and shoot. And what burned me, and I'm hoping the takeaway from this video, the learning opportunity for everybody else to avoid the pitfall that I fell into, is my my D600 to connect to the ASI Air Pro uses what's called a mini USB, specifically the 5-pin. And I never really looked too closely or checked because I'm fortunate enough that I have a number of different cameras that I use. And I just assumed they were all using this pin. Get out to the field that night, and that mini 5-pin doesn't fit the D7100. And instead, it uses what's called a mini USB 8-pin. And so, long frustrating night. I was never able to locate it, and ultimately I only have myself to kick in the butt for not coming out or having my kit that I take to the field as thoroughly as prepared as it should have been. Coming back home after that night, I decided, you know what, I need to reevaluate what is in my kit and make sure that I'm better prepared so that I don't have a fail like I did on that particular night. So surprisingly, I kind of thought that this mini USB 5-pin was going to be standard. Actually, it's kind of the oddity amongst all of my Nikon cameras, and this 8-pin seems to be the common. So, checking out all of my cameras, I found that 2 of my cameras do not use either one of these pin setups, so I'm going to have to get a different cabling for my D850 and my D500. All the rest of my cameras are using the mini USB 8-pin, and my D600 uses the mini USB 5-pin. Long story short, I encourage you, if you have if you have additional cameras that you might shoot with, take the moment now, check your kit, make sure that you have all of the proper cabling. It was a really frustrating and disappointing night because I couldn't use my ASI Air Pro to locate the target. Frustration mounting, I never located the target. The whole night just went badly, and it was on a new moon weekend night, and just compounding frustration when astrophotography should be enjoyable. Otherwise, what's the point of doing it if you're not enjoying yourself? So please take a moment, check your kit, and make sure that you have all of the appropriate cabling in your kit for whatever configuration you might do, so that you have an outstanding night of doing astrophotography. One last thing before I let you go. If you are new to this YouTube channel, I want you to know that we do have a Facebook group, AstroVenture DSLR. We would love to have you come over and join the group. It's for our genre of using DSLR cameras and the lenses and simple star trackers. In addition to that, please consider subscribing to this YouTube channel and ring the bell so that you're notified. Until next time, I wish you clear skies and uneventful nights, because I certainly didn't have an uneventful night when I left out that very much needed cable for my kit. Until next time. Hello? Yes, this is he. NASA, you're interested in one of my photographs?